are going to, at the end of our lesson, be able to distinguish the literal and non-literal meanings of words and phrases. There's some big words in that statement. What do I mean by distinguish, Bailey?
Like, tell the difference.
Tell the difference. I'm going to be able to tell the difference between literal. What do I mean by literal? If I say literally that happened, Xavier?
It means that it really happened.
It really happened. It's what it really means. What do I mean by non-literally, Jerica?
It's not the actual meaning.
It's not the actual meaning. It's just how we take the word or phrase. Okay, that's our main focus for today. As we do our centers, we're also going to use some text features on the computer to locate some information that has to do with the topic today. And of course, we're going to be reading on grade level in our center. I'm going to give you the code, to log on to Nearpod. If you would enter that into your iPad, please. Go ahead and open Nearpod so that you can enter the code. Good job. Is there anyone who is not in? Very good. Okay, if you look on your screen, you'll see that the focus for today's lesson is idioms. We're going to find out, should we believe everything we read and hear? What exactly are idioms? What is the purpose of an idiom? We're going to find that out today. If you would log in for me, please, first and last name and your student ID. Make sure you submit so that you're in. It's raining cats and dogs. Look at that picture. This is a literal picture of raining cats and dogs. What do you see, Jalen, on the screen?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs doing what?
Falling down here.
Falling down from the sky. Okay, we've all heard this expression. People say it. It's been written in books. Do we believe that we're going to all see cats and dogs falling from the sky? No, this is called an idiom. And idioms are used to exaggerate something. Okay, these people aren't lying. Do they mean it literally that cats and dogs are falling from the sky? No, it's an exaggeration. They are making a point by exaggerating, using the idiom raining cats and dogs. Okay, if you look at the picture on the right, that's the literal meaning of raining cats and dogs. What is the non-literal meaning of this idiom, Chantel?
The person that's having an umbrella with the cats and dogs falling from the sky.
Okay, that's the literal meaning. That is what actually means of raining cats and dogs. What does it mean non-literally, Jasmine?
Raining hard.
It's raining hard. That's the point they are trying to get across by exaggerating that it's raining cats and dogs. It's pouring down rain. I want you to share with me what raining cats and dogs means non-literally and submit your answer, please. I want you to share with me what raining cats and dogs means non-literally and submit your answer. Okay? I want you to remember to use words from the question. I want you to make sure that you have a complete sentence. I want you to make sure that your grammar is correct before you submit your answer. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at the ones that I have submitted. Let's look at this answer. They said that raining cats and dogs means that it is raining and pouring hard. Okay? This person says that it is raining hard or a lot. That it's raining very hard. Raining cats and dogs means that it is raining hard and it is raining hard. Are we all on the same page here that raining cats and dogs means it's pouring down rain outside? Does everybody agree? Yes. Very good. Let's move on. Okay? Phrases that mean more than their words put together is what an idiom is. If you take them word for word, they probably don't make much sense. If someone were to tell you that cats and dogs were falling from the sky, would that make much sense to you?
No.
Let's look at a few other idioms. Okay? Do you like my backpack? It cost an arm and a leg. Okay? Do you think that person really had to give the cashier their arm and their leg to get that backpack? No. What does that mean non-literally, that it cost an arm and a leg, Bailey?
That it costs money?
It cost a lot of money. When someone says, I paid an arm and a leg for that, they mean they paid a lot. Okay, we are going to set up for 4 rotations this morning. As soon as the centers come up, I'm going to explain them to you. At one center, you are going to be reading an ebook. Okay? The title of the book is Ned Breaks His Heart. And throughout this book, you'll find lots of idioms. And what the blue center is going to do after they read that ebook, they are going to use a chart that is in your group folder to identify the idioms. Instead of giving you the idiom at that center, I've given you the meaning, and your task is to find the idiom that matches the meaning. And as you read the story, this should become easier for you to identify. Okay? Once you get to the purple table at the back, you are going to have a short story about a girl named Janessa who's a babysitter, and the kids that she's babysitting play pranks on her, and she uses idioms all throughout her story as well. You're going to use the highlighters to highlight the idioms throughout the story. Okay, I'm not sure why the projector's not working. Okay, once you get to the red group at the computers, you're going to have an Edmodo lesson. I want you to log on to Edmodo, and there's a short video for you to view. Okay, in that video, you are going to watch some boys act out some idioms, what they really mean. Okay, if they took them literally, they are going to show you what they would mean. Then you're also going to have a chart that you are going to use, your online resource, to identify what the idiom means. And I've put the source on the board for you. It's called www.idiomsite.com. And finally, at the green table, this is kind of a fun center. You're going to draw some idioms from the basket, and you're going to get to illustrate them literally and non-literally. Okay? Of course, as always, you can work with a partner. You can work with your small group. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll be glad to help. I'm going to identify the group leaders quickly. Jalen, I would like you to be the blue group leader. At the purple group, Jamerica. At the red group, I would like for Jerica to be the group leader. And at the green group, Bailey. Are there any questions about centers? Okay, all you need is your iPad. Your group leaders will have everything else you need. Okay, go to your first center, please. I'll give you about 5 or 6 minute warning here. Okay, 5 or 6 minute warning for your leader. What is a cucumber? What does that one mean? Literally.
Like there's a cucumber with glasses on and eggs or something.
Okay. What would it mean non-literally?
That he looks so big.
He looks so cool. Or sometimes if you say she's cool, that means she's just mild-mannered and calm. So that can mean two things. It can be multiple meanings. Very good.
Me too.
No, that's the title. This is what it means. Wait, you have a title? I'm getting
On mine, it said that.
Gemma, come on, get on girl here. It's tight.
It said that.
Tight. Still type it. Tight. Also, make your own anything. And then write the meaning. It doesn't say, I know what it says.
Yeah, it does have. Jeremiah, it does have a title. That's the title.
No, it's not. That's the idiom.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so
Anything that is common and easy, like blessing and excuse. Something good that isn't relaxed at first.
fun.
I'm going to do this. Are ready with me? Okay, read that for us. Put it flat, baby, so I can help you. I had an hour and a half. Read it for me, dear. Jamaica.
I had an hour and a half to get it back. And Macy and Alex, I had no idea what to do. I finally came up with B in your bonnet idea.
What's that? A bee in your bonnet idea. What's a bonnet? Do y'all know what a bonnet is? Sometimes little babies wear them. They're like a little cloth hat and they tie them. So would a bee in your bonnet, is that something good, you think? If you had a hat on and there was a bee in there?
They put a bee up. They put a bee up.
Okay, so let's highlight that. That's an idiom. So what do you think that means? A bee in your bonnet.
I think
Should that be something good to happen to them? No. So let's highlight it. You don't? Okay, well let's find out. Keep reading for us, Caden. I began working. I did it.
I began working faster than a speeding bullet.
Okay, is there a idiom in that sentence? I began working faster than a speeding bullet. Okay, let's highlight that. Faster than a speeding bullet. What do you think that means?
I think that means that speeding bullet.
What do you think that means?
I think it means I think it means that when you say a fast bullet, it means you're running so fast.
Very fast, because a bullet goes pretty fast, right?
And you just pass and
Very good. Okay, we're going to wrap up in just a second. Hey, class.
Hey,
I rang the first bell. I'm ready to move, please. Let's clean up and get ready to move to our next center. Good. Okay, that's the idea popped in your head. Okay, does it really pop in there? No. Or when the teacher says, turn on the light bulb or the light bulb lit up, what does that mean?
you got a question.
You got it. Very good. Okay. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, but that's not an idiom. That's in the story. You're exactly right. Okay? So when you bury your head in the sand, that means you're just kind of in there. Very good. Very good. Okay. Click up your clicker and go to your seat. Go ahead and log in for your short quiz, please. Look and see if they log into their clicker and be ready to respond. Okay, I'm waiting for Jasmine. I'm sorry. What? Okay, if it's finding a class, just give it a second. Is there anyone else that is not signed in? Tanaja, Jalen, okay, quickly. Discuss them. The first question is, read them carefully, please, and think about what we discussed today. Okay, if you check your clicker, you can see how you did. Let's look at the first question. What is the purpose of an idiom? Liam. Okay, but can you tell them that the purpose of an idiom is to do what?
To show exaggeration.
To show exaggeration. They want to make a point by exaggerating. Great. Okay. Are idioms meant to be taken literally? No. If we took them literally, under the weather, that would mean someone standing under a rain cloud. When non-literally, that idiom is used to show that someone is feeling what? Under the weather. Sick or ill. Very good. Which one of these is an example of an idiom, and we said that when someone says that they are under the weather. Very good. Okay. What's a popular idiom referring to one's dog? A lot of people say what, Aaliyah?
A lot of people say.
You're right.
You want me to answer it?
Yes, I want
It's man's best friend.
Man's best friend. Okay. So when people say that dogs are man's best friend, that's an idiom referring to that they really have a love for their dog. Okay, I want you to X out of clickers, please, and we're going to move on to our reading lesson for today. You will X out, and I'm going to call you by groups to turn in your clickers. As you turn in your clickers, if you will gather your center work and put it on the middle table. Are there any questions, Jamerica?
I had picked A for number 2. You counted it wrong.
Okay, well the answer was no, because we don't want to take them literally. We want to take them non-literally.